morning. We are on top of a mountain somewhere in central Pennsylvania. This is called Jack's Mountain. We drove up Jack's Mountain Road. There's a fire tower here. Of course, you can't climb it because they've taken the stairs out, but that's our location. This morning we're going to be hiking the Standing Stone Trail, and we're going to go back that way just a bit to see Butler Knob, and then we're going to take the trail the opposite way. There's like a king's throne room. If that doesn't sound epic, then I don't know what is. But at the same time, I have no idea what the king's throne room is. Right, this adventure here, I believe, was put together by my friend Walter Zolna, so check out his channel. And we're also here with Ryan, Hiker Dude Dad. He's over there in the orange hat, and then Dave, Day Hike Dave, is here with us. So be sure to check out their channels as well for lots of amazing content here in the state of Pennsylvania and beyond. So yeah, we're just gonna see what there is to see and get moving in one direction here or another. Friends, I don't know how well you can see it behind me, but this is a view reminiscent of Smoky Mountains down in Tennessee and North Carolina. There's different, kind of like Shenandoah-esque too almost. I mean, there's different layers of mountains out there, and I'm having a hard time getting it to show up on camera. Hopefully, you know, with color grading and stuff, maybe you'll get to see it. Walter's saying this is the highest point on the Standing Stone Trail, somewhere around 2,300 feet. This is probably one of the best views I've seen in the state of Pennsylvania, and as you know, we've been to quite a few of them. And we're just starting our day. We're probably only 150 yards or so from the truck, so this is a view that you can drive up to see. A lot of bang for your buck from this one. Alright, so hopefully this hike gives us something better than what this is, just so that the best thing is not at the beginning of the video and you have a reason to keep watching. But yeah, I don't know, that's going to be a hard one to beat. What do you say?
This one's really pretty.
Is it the best view in Pennsylvania?
This one? If it's pretty darn close.
I don't know how you categorize something like that, but this is definitely in the top 5 that I've ever seen. And the truck is right back there. You can just about almost see it 150 yards that way, so you know this is a pretty easy one to get to. We're going to continue on the trail down this way, following the orange blazes of the Standing Stone Trail, and we're trying to find the King's Throne Room. So yeah, let's take you along for the ride and see what we can find here. We were just saying this morning that it feels like it's been forever since we've been out in the woods. It's only been a month since our Veterans Day trip over to Black Moshannon. But to be honest, we weren't really planning on doing much this winter. You know, little day trips here and there and things like that. But when Walter extended the invitation to me to come here today, it was absolutely something we couldn't pass up. So what I would say to you is, if you're an RVer or you're here for the RV content or whatever, adventure comes in so many different forms, and it's probably not the most ideal thing to shoehorn yourself just into one of those things. So we do all kind of stuff on the channel, from hiking to biking to boating. So we try to do a little bit of everything, and that way there's no sort of monotony in anything, even backpacking. So a hike like this today wouldn't really be possible if you just shoehorned yourself into one, you know, facet of adventure. So it's a good idea to just get out and do what you can when you can, and come find epic things out here in the state of Pennsylvania. friends, today is the last day of Pennsylvania rifle season. Luckily, I've already killed a deer, but I wish I had my rifle here with me, because with a buck rub like that, you have to know there's a big one around here somewhere. Of course, as much noise as we're making and stuff walking through the woods, I can't imagine we'd see anything. Today's high temperature, though, is almost 60 degrees, so it's not really a good day to be out hunting anyway, but this morning is pretty cool. When we woke up, it was like 28, so, you know, typical December weather. With how beautiful it is today, it's hard to imagine that tomorrow the weather looks pretty bad. So very windy. We got really lucky in being able to do this today. I mean, hiking in December in these kinds of temperatures, it's really a blessing. And of course, you know, great company to be with out on the trail makes it all that much better. So friends, for the most part, we've just been walking on a kind of expansive, flat plateau at the top of the ridge, but now, here it seems like we're on like an actual ridge with kind of views going off of both sides here. You can probably see behind me over here, and then also if you just peer through them trees, you can see over there. So this is kind of more along the lines of what I expected this trail to be like. It's supposed to be some good views of a rock quarry just up ahead. So I'm going to go up here and get you some time lapses and see what we can see. It looks like there's a lot to explore here. What do you think of the Hall of the Mountain King?
This is my favorite part so far. I told Walter right before we started this boulder field, you always see these up on our ridges, and I've always wondered what it's like to hike across one. He's like, well, now you know. And I'm like, yeah, it's not everything I dreamed of, but it's still really pretty.
You can see in every direction just about. William thinks it's awesome. So what a place up here. This is the Hall of the Mountain King. I don't know if is there a Mountain King up here, Walter?
If there is, we'll find him.
Maybe a Sasquatch?
I feel like the king of the mountain here right now.
That's what we want. I would say almost a 360 degree view. I mean, there ain't much to see that way or that way, but
it's
certainly
not as nice of a view as Butler Knob, but it's like super unique.
Yeah. All right, well, friends, we are leaving the Hall of the Mountain King, and then our next step of this adventure is to find the King's throne room. So this is the hall. The throne room should be that way, but man, what a view. You can't ask for a better day than this in December. It's really reasonably clear, and you can see for miles up here. It's great. And look at that, the sun's coming out. It's getting warm. It's a perfect day. So what a great spot. I've never seen a boulder field like this up on top of a ridge, you know, anywhere that we've been. So it's a very unique feature. Pretty cool. Really glad these guys brought me up here. I've never really done much research into this section of the trail, so I probably would have never found my way here. So pretty excited to be here on this beautiful December day. So just when we thought we were done with rocks, there's more rocks. We just came up through here. But check out all these little trees. These could be really old trees, but yet they're so short because they're up here on the ridge, and the wind and everything keeps them that way. This one, we were thinking maybe it's a cherry, but I mean, it's got a nice base to it. It's probably a pretty old tree, but it's only maybe 20 feet tall. Then you have another one right over here. And just what a couple great views. Very unique spot here in Pennsylvania. We're gonna head onward though, because they tell me there's more and it's about to get better. Alright, so friends, we have finished the hike here on the Standing Stone Trail. We did pretty much the whole King's Fortress up there. We got the throne room and the hall, and what else was there?
I don't remember.
Chambers, yeah. So we seen it all. Some great views here at the Standing Stone Trail. What was everybody's favorite part of the hike?
I thought Butler Knob, the first view, was actually the best view.
Yeah.
Early morning light, I was blown away by how expansive, like we were all saying, it felt like almost like the Great Smoky Mountains or something like that.
I think the Hall of the Kings was my favorite.
Hall of Kings. Roxylvania. This hike really showed off Roxylvania. Sarah, what did you think you liked?
I like the rock climbing because rock climbing is the best to do when you're hiking.
Perfect. Be sure to check out Walter's channel. Ryan, Hiker Dude Dad, what's your answer? What's your favorite thing?
I love the fact that none of us got injured in the Hall of the Mountain King. No major falls, so that's always a win.
So be sure to check out his channel as well as Day Hike Dave. Dave, what was your favorite?
My favorite, believe it or not, was just getting together with all you guys. Was just awesome. I don't get out with many people often on my hikes, and it was great that
was fun.
That you all had me along. I appreciate it. And the whole hike was beautiful.
We really appreciate Walter organizing this, and we appreciate the invite. So, like I said, be sure to check out everybody's channel. They're all going to have a different perspective of this. You might have to scroll back a while because this is probably March, and I have no idea what's coming next for our channel, but scroll back to theirs and go back a couple months and see how they put out this adventure. So we'll see you next week with something, I'm sure. Thanks for watching.
Take care.
Oh yeah, you can do the trails.